The stock that I'm going to reveal to you in this video is crushing AMD, Nvidia, Broadcom. This stock year to date, 76% up compared to Nvidia, Broadcom, AMD between 14 and 50+% up. Also, the stock I'm going to share with you today is a 175-year-old company, and they are in a sector of AI that I'm almost guaranteeing you haven't even looked at or even thought of or really knew about. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So please stay to the end. Got a lot of cool stuff to share with you. Let's jump into this. Let's reveal it and talk about it. So the company that I'm going to talk to you about is Corning. Now, quite frankly, I look at a lot of sectors of AI, but this is one that really hasn't popped up on my radar until this video. And I am 100% buying some of this. So the company is Corning. It's Corning. It manufactures glass for some of the world's most revolutionary products for the past 175 years. So they manufacture fiber optic cables for AI data centers, and they're experiencing a tremendous amount of demand because of the AI industry, right? What are we always hearing? That everybody is trying to build these AI data centers as fast as possible. And Corning is in the business of making the AI fiber optic cables that can dramatically reduce the cost of putting all the cables. Think of the miles and miles of cables that have to be put into these data centers. And that's what Corning does. And guess what? They do it better than the legacy cables. I'm going to explain that to you here in just a minute. So there's a massive opportunity here for Corning to step in. In fact, they just signed a $6 billion, that's with a B, $6 billion deal with a major company. I'm going to announce that here in just a minute. Okay. So like I said, 76%. My apologies, 74. I had that wrong. It was 74%, not 76%. Okay. So they make, by the way, if you didn't know this, they make Apple's iPhone glass. So that's one thing that they do. I didn't know that. I knew it was somebody. I just didn't know who it was. So they are one of the optical fibers industry leading innovators. They've developed a series of cables that can transmit information much faster than the traditional copper alternatives. Some of these data centers have copper-based wires in them, and the fiber optic cable from Corning is way better. And I'm going to give you some numbers here in just a minute. And those cables from Corning are in extremely high demand because of the AI industry trying to build out these data centers. And that increases, it just makes them faster, right? It makes information move faster, literally through those cables. And that's the value proposition. 74% up gain this year already. Let's take a look at that real quickly. So in the last month, up 11%, 1 year, 259%, 5 year, 300%. So drop in the comments below. Did you know about Corning? Did you know that they were one of the leaders in this and an AI play? I honestly did not. Okay. So that's what I love about what I do on this channel to help you guys find these opportunities. And by the way, if you haven't already done so, please hit that like and that subscribe. Okay. So purple, Corning just released its earnings report for the first quarter of 26, ended March 31st. 2 new deals with major AI hyperscalers. This is the one deal I was telling you about. Okay. So the deal that they just signed with Meta right there was a $6 billion deal to provide their optic fiber to Meta's AI data centers. In March, Corning broke ground on a new brand new factory where it will manufacture cables specifically for Meta. They're building a brand new factory for this deal. Okay, that highlights the scale of this deal. Also, their CEO let it out on their last earnings call that they've signed 2 more long-term deals with hyperscale customers. He said they are similar size and scope to the Meta agreement, worth billions of dollars over the next few years. And that revenue has not been recognized as of yet, right? So that's really what's cool about this, okay? And this is a good one, and I'm definitely getting into this one. And let's call it what it is. This is not one that's majorly sexy. It's in the headlines all the time, but that's the point. That's why I like this deal. I like what Corning is doing here. It is kind of, think of it as the plumbing, which really is what it is. It's literally cables of these AI data centers. And that's what I really like about it. And the fact, again, Corning is a 175-year-old company. And I'm going to remind you again, just look at this. 5 year, 300+%, 1 year, 259, month, 11%, and year to date, 74%. Outpacing its, I don't call them competitors, but Nvidia, Broadcom, they've delivered about 14 to 50+% in the year-to-date numbers. So they're actually outpacing some of the biggest brands out there in the AI play. And I just don't think a lot of people know about Corning. And that's the value here, right? Okay, so this is really kind of cool in the purple. This kind of talks about Oh, right here in the orange. This rack. So what basically in the orange, this is talking about that data centers are gradually shifting to fiber. So again, we go back to kind of there's demand there, right? As these data centers are looking to try to up the ante and get better and better and better as far as their processing, like how fast data moves through their plumbing, if you will. A lot of these data centers are going to, some of them might be left behind because they're on this antiquated, if you will, copper wiring, right? So that's one thing about this. So fiber optic cables can transmit information much faster and over much longer distances than copper with almost minimal or no data loss, minimal. Corning recently released a new product called multi-core fiber, which packs 4 cores into a standard 125 micron strand of fiber. Say that really fast. Since MCF has 4 times the density of a single core solution, data center operators can achieve the same performance with 75% fewer cables. Okay. Good to know, right? There's a lot of good things going on here. Okay. And there was also a thing right here, blistering demand for the optical fiber that Corning has developed gives them an incredible amount of pricing power, which is boosting Corning's profit margins. Okay. So drop in the comments below. Would love to hear from you. What do you think about this one? This is one that I am definitely going to add to my portfolio. That's what I love about this job. I love finding these AI and or other stock picks that you probably haven't even heard of. Okay. This one was not on my radar. Corning was not on my radar. It certainly is now. And I am buying some of this ASAP. Okay. I'm going to probably a couple $1,000 into it. And I think it's going to do really, really well over the long haul because of everything we've just talked about in this video. Thanks for giving me a few minutes on your way out. If please hit that like, hit that subscribe if you like what I did for you here, and put that bell notification on so you know when I release a new video. See ya.